Africa's gaming industry holds immense potential for creatives to thrive and excel in the industry. Yet, the emergence of African-owned gaming startups remains limited. Today, stakeholders at the Africacomicade Gamathon are focusing on driving entrepreneurship. So join us as we uncover how the future of Africa's gaming industry is evolving.
You should definitely look into having the creative side, but as well really approaching that business side from the get-go. Not wait when you have the MVP, but really understanding what you are creating in order to create that MVP, in order to know your audience as well.
Diving into the world of gaming can be an exciting experience. Participants share how they first got involved in gaming and the moments that sparked their interest.
Nigerians in total, we all started from game house. So it was always paying 20 naira for one game. So that's how it started. Then I got very involved in it. And from time to time, I don't have a game, but then I have friends who have games. So I go out to their house to play games, and it's always very fun.
Okay, to me, I feel like gaming is very therapeutic, just like music. You know, in this world today, an average person goes through a lot of pain, peer pressure, social media handles, stuff, and all. So I feel like when an average person is alone, probably isolated and stuff, there are a lot of negative thoughts that come to an average person's mind. And these thoughts can actually cause depression and suicidal thoughts. And
I got into gaming when I was little and actually helped me through difficult times, like some difficult time when I was little. And because of that feeling, I want to create games that help people through those situations.
From creativity to mental well-being and fostering healthy competition, the influence of gaming cannot be taken away. Attendees share how gaming influences their everyday lives.
Gaming offers stress relief. When you take part in cognitive games, it also builds your mind. Cognitive, yes. So it builds your brain, develops your brain. It also encourages interaction between people because you have the online version of gaming and the offline. So when you interact online, you play with people all over the world and then you make friends from that process. And when you take part in tournaments, physical tournaments, that's LAN tournaments, you meet different people, interact with them. So it builds the spirit of workmanship. And workmanship is one of the very important things that helps humans to interact freely with people and be very enduring within themselves. So yes, that's the fun and relaxing side of the game.
I like competition a lot. Like some people feel like it's a bad thing, but yeah, I like it a lot because it allows you to push yourself further. It's when it's an healthy competition, it allows you to push yourself further. It allows you to do more for yourself. It allows you to interact more with other people. And I feel like games are one of the best platforms where you can meet other people that are not even in your own region, where you can meet your friends. Because personally, I have a lot of friends over there through games that I met from Clash of Clans, Call of Duty, PUBG, and so on like that. So gaming has done a lot for me because it exposed me to some extent.
You can't discount what gaming does in terms of bringing you up. Right now, people are always on their screens. People are looking for how to be entertained. I mean, being able to just sit at home, enjoy a game, go into a new universe, explore a new character is breathtaking. And I believe that your personality really could be developed if you're playing the right game. But most importantly, it could keep you out of trouble, right? And instead of you doing stupid things, you're just generally getting entertained by a game. So it's crucial in terms of entertainment and then character development.
Africa's gaming industry still faces a gap when it comes to African-owned games. Industry leaders from across the continent are working together to close this gap by encouraging gamers to transition into entrepreneurs.
Game developers really should try to look in collaboration, but really into focusing on their IP, on what really make them unique. Why over industry or over continent want their IP, right? It is important to understand the uniqueness. I've heard many bad stories that some studio have sold their IP for $5,000.
My first startup was TL Entertainment, Tour Life Entertainment, which created games. But that was 7 years ago, and we couldn't make money off the games we created. So what we ended up doing is, we ended up creating EduGame Namibia so that we can use the games we created to teach kids how to create their own games as a point of reference. But what we do with the kids is, we are scaling them to so many things. It's just not coding and graphics design, but it's also illustration and it's also project management. But the most key component is financial literacy, which is what we include them as well.
I've been walking around here. I've been seeing different comics and animations and games. I'm seeing them having Nigerian names. Like I was reading, I saw one comic called Amadioha. Imagine a game, actually Amadioha, and then imagine having another game, Shango, and imagine Shango and Amadioha combating based on their power. And then imagine forging adventure games from some of our urban legends like Madame Koi Koi, the video game, things like that.
Look at music. Look at what Afrobeat is doing. Look at movies. Look at what Nollywood is doing, right? Gaming is that next thing. That is where youths are spending their time. And if we want to preserve our culture, that is where we should be going. If you look at games like Assassin's Creed, like Ghost of Tsushima, look at the one that just came out, Black Myth Wukong. That exported the Chinese culture. That is the opportunity we have. And I'm excited to see that our creators are building games, not just for culture, but building great games that everyone can enjoy.
Challenges such as securing funding and facing stiff competition are real obstacles in breaking even in the gaming market. Participants discuss the hurdles developers and gamers encounter when launching a gaming startup.
I think one of the biggest challenges that developers encounter in this industry, mostly in Nigeria, it's funding. Like the game developer space is still coming up. It's not like established. I think the gaming space is more established than the developer space, and we're still looking for funding.
Trying to bring in international sponsors to Nigeria because currently Nigeria is like the biggest esports country in Africa, and we're trying to bring in international delegates to come in and invest in Nigeria. So currently it's been quite a task, but yes, we've been quite successful with.
Despite these challenges, the potential for growth in African gaming is enormous. Industry executives share their thoughts on the future of gaming on the continent and how it's evolving.
It's big, it's very big. Africa's youth is projected to double by 50% in the year 2050. And as you know, the gaming audience is the youthful audience, right? They love games, they want to consume content. So if we can set up that structure, that platform, for us to be creators and not just consumers like we've been over the years, it's massive. And that's what I'm here for.
The gaming industry in Nigeria is largely untapped. So I think at this point, what we need to do is, get a lot of people, try to, get more people involved in this industry. A lot of game creators, game devs, extra creators here and there, just to, drive this dream home, because there's so much potential in the industry and we have not even tapped the tip of the iceberg.
The culture has shifted, and then it is now a viable form of employment, you understand? And within the gaming industry, esports industry, there are different roles available, you understand? You have the story writers, the game programmers, the game designers, the studio owners, you understand? It's a lot. You can follow your passion in gaming. Whatever you study in university, there is a place for you in the gaming and esports industry.
If we focus on driving Africa's gaming industry forward, we can shape a future where Africans aren't just a part of the conversation, but are leading it. So keep gaming, keep creating, and let's drive the change forward. That's George, Tech Pressure TV.